Hello my YouTube friends, this is Richard, founder of Short-Term Rental University and Airbnb Superhost. Today's video is really important, so important that I'm filming it not from a studio and just on my own. I'm standing here in my new condo in Jackson Hole, which is going to be an Airbnb. I'm going to do all this renovation, we're going to document all that, so if you're interested in that, pay attention. But today's video is breaking, it's important. Is there an Airbnb payout scam? I don't know. I don't want to call it intentional, but I do want to let you know it was almost $6,000 of my money for work that I did, and my teams cleaned and hosted and everything else in multiple properties, and Airbnb did not pay me.
1 second, I just realized I made a mistake. I was so annoyed and whatever, I didn't sanity check everything, I didn't double check everything, I just went live. It's not $6,000 that they owed me. It doesn't make me feel any better that it's only $3,600. $3,600 is $3,600 that should be in my pocket and not theirs. But I did want to go on the record and correct myself. Apologies for overstating. It's like that fish that got away. It was a little bigger.
And they didn't notify me they weren't going to pay me, and they didn't do anything. Now, it's really important that you do your bookkeeping properly. Even my bookkeeper didn't catch this. You know who caught this? The guy behind the guy, Fertig, my man Fertig. So a big shout out to Fertig. Thank you very much for catching this. And as it turns out, unbeknownst to me, unbeknownst to my bookkeeper, for no reason at all, Airbnb didn't pay me on 3 different trips in 2017. We did the work, we hosted people, we reviewed them, we gave them their security deposit back, everything went fine. Only I didn't get money. Now, if this could happen to me, and I do many trips on Airbnb, it could certainly happen to you. So what did we find out and what happened? Well, first it's unclear. It turns out that all of these transactions weren't posted in my history, they were posted in my future transactions, as if they were reservations going to happen in the future, when in fact, they were completed trips that we had done and successfully completed, and we should have received our payout. So we took a look at it, and sure enough, we had completed them. He contacted Airbnb support, and we got back some, helpful response, which is, we're going to look into it, thanks for notifying us. And immediately, the same day, they released one of the trips. Another trip they said they had to forward to their fraud and account security, and the third they had to do something else with it. So 3 different trips, 3 different responses, one payment of $1,000 released immediately, the other $5,000 held up. The second trip was released about, I think, 48 hours later, which was great. Now we start having the income coming in, we did the work, now we're getting paid for the work, so that's great. The third trip, they said they had to contact their fraud and security team. There was some concern that they had. What concern? Why didn't anybody contact me proactively? Why didn't Airbnb reach out to me and say, hey, we're concerned about the security of your account, we're concerned about this trip, we're concerned about this guest. Whatever their concerns were, I don't think they're concerned about me. I'm still on the platform, I'm still hosting, I'm still taking reservations, I'm still doing the work. I just can't believe that nobody at Airbnb would reach out to me. So at Airbnb, if you're paying attention, what is going on? How are you possibly withholding hosts' money without notifying them that you have a concern? So, long story short, after about another 72 hours or so, I received notification that, surprise, surprise, they do in fact owe me the money, and they're going to release the money to me. However, I don't think you handled this very transparently, very openly, with customer service in mind, with a super host in mind. I don't know what you guys were doing, but I'm going to be very direct. I think you dropped the ball. This doesn't feel good to me. You're not breeding goodwill. In fact, I'm now suspect, and I'm concerned, and I'm going to monitor you with a tooth and comb and make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is paying me and all of the other hosts. And therefore, I'm creating this video for every other Airbnb host, which is, don't trust Airbnb and don't believe that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing and that the system works and is automated. I even have a bookkeeper that reconciles every single trip. Here was the issue. He was reconciling every single payment that hit my bank account against every single trip in the Airbnb calendar. What he was not doing, and what he's starting to do on a go-forward basis, and what you should have your bookkeeper do or do yourself, is make sure that every single calendar date has a payment associated with it. Don't wait for the payment to hit the bank account to reconcile it. Make sure that every calendar item has a payment associated with it, and check that future transactions tab. And I really want to thank Fertig for putting about $6,000 more in my pocket and taking it out of Airbnb's like escrow hold pattern. It'd been there for months. That's insane. I just can't believe that that can happen. But then again, these big companies are so darn big that even a superhost with 5 properties doesn't really matter. So don't trust them. Don't trust your bookkeeper. Verify it for yourself. Now, for all of you that are looking at this video and watching it, as soon as you get off this video, go check out that future transactions tab. You may find that there's hundreds, if not thousands of dollars of your money just sitting there. If you like this video, please go ahead and like it, thumbs up, really would appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I would really appreciate that. 2 more calls to action. 1, join us at the Facebook group, Short Term Rental University. There's thousands of hosts there that are communicating and asking questions and so on and so forth, and that's growing really quickly. And 2, sign up for our email list. We send out all sorts of communication at www.str.university. So, happy hosting, have a great day. I hope you like this late-breaking video genre here in this temporary space before we renovate. Stay tuned, the best is yet to come. Have a great day.